Well, Chucky is like the definition of an ignorant redneck that just got into a doll's body.
You serious?
Yeah, but honestly, Chucky's better than both of them anyway, so it don't matter. He's funnier. He's a
Stop. No, he's not.
He's fun. Yes, he is. Come on now. When his son, who didn't want to kill, was like, but I heard violence is bad. He's like, violins. Violins are bad. That scratchy music gonna ruin the goddamn country. Well, Chucky is like the definition of an ignorant redneck that just got into a doll's body. Chucky is hilarious.
I'm just looking to see if Kevin's laughing.
Plus,
you can make Kevin
whose
laugh
laugh is more iconic? Chucky's or Freddy's? Let's talk about it.
Let's just check off the boxes again.
You got Freddy like generic. Willem Dafoe does the same laugh. Now let's look at Chucky's laugh, who has one of the most iconic laughs in horror. Come on, that's hard. That's like his laugh alone. And my favorite Chucky quote when he's like, I come back. I always come back. And then she loads the gun. But dying is such a bitch. That is the most meta horror movie line ever. I gotta give it to Chucky. Come on now.
Pennywise is freaking funnier than Chucky.
No, he's not. No, he is not. What's funny is that people have... This man lost to a roast session. They said, you stupid clown. You're nothing but a freaking clown. Big head behind clown. Stop. My heart.
Pennywise is funnier than Chucky. Bro, check off the boxes real quick. End it. Who's more iconic? It's Freddy. Whose kills are more witty? Whatever you want to call it. It's Freddy. Freddy would kill you with your music. Freddy would kill you with your music. The thing you love most, he kills you with.
More creative kills, definitely goes to Freddy.
Boom. More iconic.
Debatable.
Bro, we just rewind this, Kevin. Rewind this. He just said 10 minutes ago, Freddy and Jason are automatic top 3. The third spot is debatable.
They're both.
You have to argue Chucky in there. Freddy and Jason are locks.
But they're both equally as iconic, though.
Who?
Freddy, Jason, and Chucky. They're both equally as iconic. You can't put one over the other, really.
Technically, someone put Michael Myers over Chucky because who was in that graphic? That's in our group chat.
Which is bugging. Like, I get why they put him there because he was the first slasher.
And if Chucky was so good, then why didn't Josh mention it in the group chat when we were talking about this podcast? About Chucky.
I was just looking at the picture.
No.
I thought we were just talking about a fight.
If he was so iconic.
I think we were talking about everything.
If he was so iconic, why didn't you bring up Chucky? He wasn't a thought.
He was a thought. He's always a thought.
He wasn't. Clearly, he wasn't.
Like, let's even look at who still has an ongoing, strong going franchise right now. It ain't Freddy.
You got to recreate him. There's another way they can do it. I'm not going to say it on camera.
Really? Oh, you're not sponsored, so you can't give them the free.
I don't want no one stealing my ideas.
I feel that.
There's like a real idea. I genuinely think it can work. But if you put it out there, the thing is people with the money, the capital, the resources, the connections, they can make it happen. Mm-hmm. But off camera, I'll spin y'all the idea.
Bet.
There's a way. You can't recreate Freddy Krueger. Robert Englund is Freddy.
Just
like Tony Stark is Robert Downey. Robert Downey Jr. is Tony Stark.
Just
no one's going to kill that role.
I'm going to look up this actor's name because I really want to get his name because he's just that iconic that I really want to.
My voice is fucked. I'm never going to have a voice after these podcasts.
You hanging on pretty good to your voice, though. I'm not going to lie. This is impressive.
I was a little surprised because earlier, like, you were like hoarse as anything.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, like I thought you could barely talk, but you're actually holding your own pretty well. So
that's bad. Meanwhile, Josh has to source his archive.
Let me see. What's this actor? Brad Dourif. You can't have Chucky without Brad Dourif because they tried it with Mark Hamill and it just didn't work.
It doesn't work, bro. So
it doesn't work. These horror movie characters, like especially when, like, I see what you're saying about Jason. Like anybody could wear the mask. Michael Myers, anybody can wear the mask. Who else? Hellraiser, you can switch the actor. Candyman.
It's why it didn't work.
Yeah. But like, I feel like that's why I have Chucky up there with Freddy, because their voices, their
Up there,
laughs
sure.
is
Chucky's top 5.
It's so synonymous
Chucky's
with
top
the
5.
actor.
I'm not disrespecting, but he's not above Freddy, bro.
Only reason I put him above Freddy is because of the franchise alone. Because the franchise is still able to stay fresh and still keep going. They are on season 3 of a TV show that connects to the movies.
Because it's
right
a
now.
doll. You just have to make a doll.
It's not only the doll. I don't know what they're gonna do when Brad Dourif passes on.
You can keep the series going
But not without Brad Dourif.
when it's a doll.
But not without Brad Dourif. That
But it's
voice.
so much that Brad he's a voice actor.
He's a voice actor, but there's
That's different than playing a person.
but like here's the
Freddie
thing.
had Robert Englund, body language, the voice, the tone, the character, his mind, the way he would kill you, how he would joke with you,
And his improv lines.
the stature.
But also think about this. You bring up voice actors.
You being the real guy playing the role versus just standing in the booth.
But voice acting is low key harder because you have to make your voice just so iconic. You feel me?
Hard. But you have to create a voice for Freddie too.
You have to create a voice for Freddie too. That's true. But also you have to literally act as though you're around surroundings that you're not around when you're voice acting.
And you're covered in makeup. You know what? 8 hours worth of makeup
That is true.
layered on your head. Come on, son. That doesn't bother you. Skin itch, hot. You know what I mean? There's a lot of factors.
But also think, here's why I say
Bro,
you can't
he's still trying.
You can't do Chucky without Brad Dourif. Here's the thing. Who do you think of when you think of Joker? What voice? Mark Hamill. Easy, right? Can you think of anybody else besides Mark Hamill? People say Troy Baker, but why? Because Troy Baker is trying to sound like Mark Hamill. But it still ain't Mark Hamill.
So right there, people can say another actor. Right or wrong.
But it's not going to hit.
It don't matter.
It's not gonna hit.
People can make that argument.
Let me use a better example.
You can't make the argument with
Batman?
Freddie.
Who's Batman?
You can't make the argument with Freddie.
Kevin Conroy is Batman.
You can say Adam West.
But when you think of the
Who
voice,
started it?
When you think of the voice,
Who started
do you
it?
think of when you think of the voice of Batman? When you're looking at the page and you read Batman, what voice
You
do
can't
you
make
think
the
of?
argument either, bro. People will say Adam West because he started.
Nobody's gonna say
People
Adam
will
West.
say Michael Keaton.
That's actors. I'm talking about the voice of Batman. When you think of the voice of Batman, people always have a different look for Batman. The looks come and go, right? But when you think of who is the voice of Batman, you think of I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. You think of Kevin Conroy.
No,
RIP.
because people are starting to think of Robert Pattinson now because everyone loved how he killed that role. You're talking about a role that can be done. No one's done Freddy yet, and they tried it and bombed.
We have had 6 Batmen, and people still talk about how Kevin Conroy is
Michael
the
Keaton.
Batman.
People say Michael Keaton is really good. I've heard Christian Bale. People will argue Christian Bale, Michael Keaton.
But one thing they will all agree on,
Robert Pattinson's taking
the only reason Kevin Conroy never is put in the conversation is because everybody agrees he is Batman, but he's just not in live action. That's literally it. That's literally it. What makes a good Batman voice? When they try to copy an aspect, a tiny aspect of Kevin Conroy's lines or voice. Like, think about it.
you're basing your arguments based on the entirety of Chucky's better because of the voice actor.
the voice actor and how they can keep the franchise going with fresh new stories every time,
You could do that with Freddy.
but they haven't.
You can't because Robert's 80. You can't play Freddy. He'll die. He does his own stunts. He can't move. What's he gonna do? Chase you with a walker?
We acting like Mark Hamill didn't replay Luke as an old man.
He didn't move. He sat at mountain and walked everywhere, and then sat there and used the force.
We have deep
Mark Hamill did nothing you couldn't do as a normal person his age.
We have deep fake.
Robert Englund has to run around as Freddy. He has to grab you. He has to swing at you, throw his arms. He has to grab you, stab you, throw you, jump. He would jump. There's movement.
Do what Stranger Things did.
Then that's not fully Freddy. You're nerfing him.
Do what Stranger
You
Things
can't
did.
nerf him.
You can easily
lose my voice. There
have
it is.
him, give him a stunt double. Ain't no shame in a stunt double.
Bro, look up Robert Englund's age.
Robert Englund is old.
Even with the stunt double, that old, trying to bring out the Freddy voice 24/7.
No, he would do the Freddy voice. That's what I'm saying. He could voice act and then certain scenes you have close-ups of him.
But bro, you're saying how the voice acting is hard to try and match someone else's voice. Imagine trying to become a full embodiment of somebody else. Robert Englund sure can voice act, even though probably by his age, it might be hard for him to consistently bring out the Freddy voice. Consistently, for not for a 10-second for an Instagram video. I'm saying for like a few like hours.
But the crazy thing is he's done it.
The person has to embody the Freddy, the nature, everything.
Like you're talking about like the body movements and everything. I get that, but I feel like you could easily do that, especially with technology now today. And as far as the voice is concerned, I feel like he could still do it because recently he did it. Because in Injustice 2, he played Scarecrow. He's doing Freddy's voice for Scarecrow.
Dude.
And he's able to do that so flawless.
You're an editor. If it's so easy with all the audio and the technology we have nowadays, wouldn't it be really, really easy? The same way people on TikTok and going on Xbox Live or PlayStation Live and stuff can easily mic this guy's voice to sound like Cleveland Brown. Couldn't I make my voice sound like the Chucky actor?
To a point, yeah.
To a point, but you wouldn't have the brain that he has as far as like...
Son, I would sound like him and read the notes.
But not the thing.
That's it.
But you have to think, Brad Dourif did a lot of improv. There were so many lines he said in those movies that weren't even on the script.
How do you know he didn't do the same thing?
It's like Ryan Reynolds with
Every
Deadpool.
actor does that.
That's what makes the character theirs.
Yeah, so you can't do that with Freddy, bro.
He would still be doing
Son, how
he
can
would still be
Freddy
doing
improv a voice, Robert Englund improv the voice, and the actor who's not Robert Englund act that out?
I'm saying
the way Robert Englund would. You can't.
I'm saying for the crazy stunts, you can have like, let's say when it comes to tucking and rolling.
Yeah, but during those crazy stunts, you're still getting Freddy's embodiment. Freddy don't tuck and roll. He's grabbing you, lifting you up and saying some stuff, then laughing at you type stuff.
He could still do that. He's still physically fit to do that. That's the thing. Well,
you know what he sounds like?
76 years old, Robert Englund.
How old is he?
76. Come on,
76.
All right. How old? Tom Hanks out here still doing stunts. And how old is he?
Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Bro, everyone's different.
Well, Robert Englund should be good.
Tom Brady was throwing the football at 45. Peyton Manning was throwing ducks at 40. Come on.
Tom Hanks is 67.
Yeah. Retract your statement.
Look up old actors. Because I know there's somebody in there that still do their stunts.
No, go to your phone. Pull out the archive. Pull out help. Call for backup. Phone a friend. You serious right now? You see what I did there.
So Maggie Smith. Oh, she...
You telling me. How old is Robert Englund?
76.
76? Samuel Jackson, 74, bro. He's still doing stuff.
You just looked up Samuel.
You dang right I looked up Samuel. Because I didn't know how old he was. I was like, wow, I didn't even know Samuel Jackson was 74. That's crazy.
What's the last movie he did where he had some extraneous stunts? And what was his age?
Secret Invasion, recently.
How many years ago?
That was like this year.
Was it?
Yeah,
Look
Disney Plus.
Look it up.
Secret Invasion.
Damn that, bro. It's not the same. Freddy's in there. He's above Chucky. Hands down. He's not better than all of them. Freddy's up there. Freddy's top tier. Him and Jason are arguing for the number one slot. That's the argument. That's the LeBron, Michael Jordan argument. Maybe, sort of, right? One or two. You're arguing number one. That's that. Chucky's not in that combo. Chucky's argument for 3 to 5. That's it. He's fighting against Michael Myers, Leatherface, all of those, Pennywise, all of those for the 3, 4, and 5 slot.
So like the B tier.
He's
villain.
the B tier. Freddy is like elite.
If we look at who has the better movies, it is Chucky.
When all this assholes movies are 1970 and 80 with no technological advances that we have today.
Chucky did the same thing. Come on, bro. What do you mean?
Wes Craven's Nightmare easily will destroy. Bro, the creativity behind Wes Craven's Nightmare is stupid. The fact that they are filming a movie in a movie. They are filming Nightmare on Elm Street in Wes Craven's Nightmare. That Freddy was alive during that real world span of filming that movie. In that movie, Robert Englund was just Robert Englund getting put on in disguise as Freddy Krueger to play a movie. But then there was a real Freddy Krueger. Yeah, Chucky didn't get like that.
Chucky did get meta though. Chucky knew when to get meta. The fact that
It doesn't compare.
the fact that we found out.
Chucky wasn't good enough either to have a movie versing another top tier villain.
What you mean?
Freddy versus Jason, iconic. For
Yeah.
that one, that's what people wanted to see.
Yeah, because they were the two big balls.
No!
Because that's when
No!
Chucky took his break. That's when Chucky took his break too.
That breaks. You know what? You know who has the longest break but still top tier? Freddy. What? This argument's happening right now with the longest character on a break. Right or wrong? And he's still goated.
They didn't know
Goated.
because they didn't know how to keep his franchise going. So
Son, because Robert Englund can't do it forever.
but the thing is, he's still alive now and can still do it. That's the thing.
It's not as
Would
easy.
I want him to? No.
He doesn't want to, bro. He doesn't want to do it. Bro. It's a different level of everything. The commitment.
Yeah.
He's chilling, bro. Yeah, you could, sure. You know what I'm saying? Tony Stark can still play Iron Man. They're like, nah, bro. Let's kill it off while we're at our peak. This is it. We're just milking it at this point, just like Jason. That's like Halloween. They milked Michael Myers, and the last one sucked. The worst one.
Yeah.
You milk it. You go on too long. They knew when to end it.
But the problem with Halloween wasn't even that they were milking it.
They knew where to end it.
They literally had no idea what they were doing.
They knew where to end it.
Like,
They knew where to end it.
it should have ended because, like, they technically didn't. Wes Craven's New Nightmare was literally because he needed to give an apology for Freddy's Dead. Because let's be real, Freddy's Dead, out of all the Nightmare on Elm Street, was like the Power Glove death.
Sure, you're going to have one movie if you make them long enough that just is like, it's horrible. This is the worst one. Wes Craven's Nightmare, good. Good.
That was good. That was good.
Very good. Actually, that was the most scariest one in my opinion. That one made me scared.
That one made you scared? You know what got me? The one that got me was the
Speaking of which, that's the Freddy.
Yeah. And his glove. I like how they
That's the real
his,
Freddy.
Yeah, I like how they redid his gloves
They
too.
even redid his face, bro.
Yeah, that's tight.
Two different. Come on, bro. Stop it.
One Freddy movie that got me was one specific death. Remember when the chick was eating and he was like digging into her intestines, making her eat her own intestines, and her face was stuffing
in the
up?
restaurant.
Oh, that was so gross.
Come on, bro. So we just admitted it.
That was so gross.
Freddy Krueger, baby.
But
Ring the bell, Kevin.
But with Chucky,
Kevin, ring the bell.
but with Chucky, you know what got me?
Bro, Josh is getting punched on right now.
You know what got me with
He's
Chucky?
trying
though?
to fight back.
What got me with Chucky is showing that how like dark he could go. Chucky could be very goofy, but also very dark. When it came to Freddy was dark in like the first three. Wes Craven was like a return to form a little bit, but mostly Freddy got to a point where he became a parody. And Chucky went there too, but he was a doll. He was already a parody. But then they found a way to make him dark again.
Right. You got to milk it. Oh, what can we do? Come on, guys.
But that's the thing. They milked it, but they didn't make it feel like they were milking it.
Son, everyone thinks it's milk when you have 400 things come out. You're like, I'll watch it anyway.
He still has a hit show right now.
I'll still watch it anyway.
And they expanded on his lore.
Because there's not a lot of competition with it. There's Scream, but there's not a lot of... You make a Chucky movie, son.
I feel like Ghostface will never be in the top 5 discussion because it's always a different person.
But hear me out. Freddy won.
Did he though?
Freddy just won.
Did he though?
Kevin.
Let me know when he has another movie.
Kevin.
Then we'll read the negotiation.
You're the moderator. Come on, Kevin.
You know, Jason has a new movie getting ready to come. Jason has a new show on the rise now that they got the rights back.
Come on, Kevin.
Michael Myers is about to get another reboot.
Come on, Kevin.
What are they going to do with Freddy? Nothing.
No, that's a stupid line. That was just a waste of space.
Nothing.
That was just a waste of
Chucky
words.
is still being played by the same actor since the 80s. And it still
That
feels
actor
fresh.
has to do nothing but sit in a air-conditioned box with his water to his side, a booklet, lighting, and whatever clothes he wants to wear. Freddy had to sit
He still has to think on his
in a
feet.
chair for hours.
He still has to think
get
on his feet.
makeup, get everything on.
He still has to
run
think on his feet.
around.
He still has to think on his
act
feet.
out, create embodiment. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine the long hours you got to do to sit in the booth and sweat your behind off
Yo,
around
son,
nobody.
that's like we're doing it right now.
That's solitary confinement.
Kevin, how hard is this, Kevin? You sitting, this is
you're
almost like
not-
what he is. This is almost like what the voice actor is. You're sitting in a room with a microphone, with your headphones, with your script. Room like this. How hard is it versus getting layered in makeup and a costume and then filming it
We say this, you know how many
in
people are,
different conditions?
you know how many great actors are terrible voice actors?
Doesn't matter. That's not.
Tobey Maguire.
So what happens?
Great actor, terrible voice actor.
God, that's not the argument, though. The argument is this is you're trying to say this is why they can keep doing it.
I'm gonna have to side with Alex on this one.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
It's okay. You know what I'm saying? We can kind of say you won the John Wick one. Kind of say it. The arguments were there. Kevin didn't give his input on that one.
He knew better.
No, because like I mean I've seen scenes from these movies, but I haven't like actually followed it. So like judging by your guys' arguments, I'm trying to approach it in an unbiased.
Hey, it's Halloween. Get your girl, watch a marathon.
I'm a pussy right now. Like I can't do scary movies. I'm scared. I'm easily scared.
Bro, this is like watch a 1970s movie on today's like TV. It's not going to be scary. It should not be scary to you.
No, I'm even too scared to watch. What's that show called? Dahmer.
That's different because that's based on a true story.
Yeah, it's different. That's like real life.
Yeah, because
that's
like so
And it's grossing.
my girl
It's
made
like-
me watch the first episode. I'm like, it was like getting like suspenseful, and I'm like,
Nah, but
babe,
it's weird, bro. It's a
turn it
different
off,
tone.
turn it off, and I'm like covering my face inside her shirt and stuff.
Two
I'm
different.
like,
That's like demented, sadistic stuff.
yeah, no, but like I guess like I get easily scared. Like I'll see like scenes of Saw movies. I'm like, I can't watch this.
We're making.
Oh no, Saw's different.
We're making. Oh yeah, no, that's scary.
Okay, I guess Thrasher. I mean, I have
that's
watched.
not-
I don't
that's
like
not-
gore porn. I don't
That's
like
not
that.
like horror. That's just like gory, sadistic, like killing.
Yeah, so
You want to know what's scary? You could. I haven't watched it. The clown dude.
Pennywise.
No, Art the clown.
Terror.
Terrifier.
Yeah, it's really just violent. It's not scary. It's like just really violent.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because I think I did watch Friday the 13th like years ago, and even that kind of spooked me. Yeah, but anyways, what do you guys think? Comment down below which one's your favorite villain, and why. If you guys like this podcast, hit the like button, subscribe, comment. Do you guys want to plug anything on here?
You could plug my TikTok and Spotify.
Yeah, so
That'd be cool.
yeah. So Josh is a singer, solo artist. We were in a boy band together, so check out my spot. Well, hopefully I have something on Spotify or Elevated, whatever. I'm an owner of Primal Nutrition. Yeah, and we're actually coming out with a pre-workout soon. So probably tomorrow, I think that's when the shipment comes in. And creatine line. So we're gonna have in pre-order right now, 10% off. And Alex?
Brown Point Media, where people recognize one-man entertainment from NFL, professional boxing, sports, music. We got you covered. Videography, interviews, work with the whole nine, from the celebrities down to the real Joes of the world. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with me. Social media, Alex Ekia, Prime Point Media.
All right, and I'll see you guys next time.
Next time. Boom.
Peace.
Yes, sirski.